Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about my absolute favorite genre, something that I love to play, and it's management games. I love management games so much, I'm actually making a management game myself. But today, it's not about my game. We're going to rank my top 10 management games of all time. This is going to be a super biased list. This is based on what I play and what I like, and this is going to include city builders, management games. Some you could even probably say are simulators or production. Let me not give it away any spoilers, but we're going to go ahead and go to the list. If you enjoy the list, give me a like, subscribe. The Patreon's in the description, and the best way to help us out is the Steam link to our management games. So if you love management games, if you like cozy games, we're making a cozy management game called Winterreach Emporium. The link will be in the description. A wish list would be huge. Alright, without further ado, let's get to the video. Kicking off this list at number 10, we've got Tropico. And the series in particular, there's lots of Tropicos, but we're going to do the whole series. It's something that I played way more in my youth than I play now, as I've kind of graduated to more management, complex, kind of heavy games. But if you've ever wanted to play the role of a charming dictator in a banana republic, this is the game for you. You build cities, you balance politics, you manage the economy, and you do the whole thing trying to keep your population happy and make sure the people aren't going to overthrow you. It's probably one of the most whimsical of all of these games. It's kind of lost its luster over the years, but it's still really good, and it's going to occupy my number 10 spot. At number 9, we got Factorio. This is the king of automation games. It's so complex, and you can sink so much time into it. You land on an alien planet, mine resources, build furnaces, put together conveyor belts, and then next thing you know, hours have gone by, you've got this huge network of spaghetti factories, and you're just desperately trying to untangle your supply lines while aliens attack you from all sides. What makes the game so special is just how satisfying it is to watch your production line grow, and it just happens so fluidly. You don't even think about it. It just next thing you know, you have just this massive network, and then you have to go tear the whole thing apart and solve whatever bottleneck you have. It's a really fun game, especially if you love optimization. It's tough, it's addictive, and it really rewards creativity and planning especially. So I like Factorio a lot. I've played with your friends. Also, it's multiplayer. That's another big thing. Not a lot of management games are multiplayer. The ones that are, I have huge props for, because it has to be really tough to tackle. But Factorio is my number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2, but I played much more of the original Frostpunk. It was just so unique when it came out, and it's not exactly the traditional city builder. It's more about a city builder's survival. You're in a frozen wasteland, you're humanity's last city, clinging to life around a massive generator, and every decision that you make is the difference between hope and despair. What sets it apart is just it blends management with morality. You're not just worried about coal or food or shelter. You're making choices. Do you enforce child labor to keep production going? Do you crack down harsh laws to maintain order? There's just so many moral options that you have to make. It just really sets it apart. Mechanically, it's a tight survival city builder. Resources are scarce. The weather gets worse and worse and worse. It's a really fun game. I really enjoyed this. It was a breath of fresh air when it first came out. It's really unique. Frostpunk definitely earns its place on this list. I've played so much of it. So number 8 is Frostpunk. At number 7, we have Game Dev Tycoon. This is like the OG manager for me. Right there with Zoo Tycoon. Maybe not right there with Zoo Tycoon. Zoo Tycoon was much earlier, but kind of in my intro to PC gaming was Game Dev Tycoon. And that's what got me, that's what had me fall in love with game dev. It's just that, a game like this is it's so simple, it's so fun. It feels really personal. You can really get into each little game and each little series that you develop. Every time you release a new project, there's a lot of excitement. Will the critics love it? Will it bomb and sink your company? It can be really hard too. And it doesn't even have the depth of a lot of these games, but it is just really fun, even without lacking all of that complexity. but I love Game Dev Tycoon. You'll see later on in my list that games like this I love. So with that being said, number 7 for me is Game Dev Tycoon. Okay, at number 6, we have RimWorld. Okay, so this one is probably the best example of a storytelling management game. Things kind of just happen as the game goes. On paper, it's just a colony sim where you manage settlers. You're stranded on a hostile planet. But when you actually play it, it feels like an endless generator of wild and unforgettable stories. The systems in RimWorld are actually really simple. You just manage your food, shelter, and defenses, the health of your colonists, and the mood of your colonists. But the way the systems collide together, it just really makes the game so fun. Colonists have personalities, quirks, flaws, and when things go wrong, they go really wrong. So this game, I really love this game. It's really unpredictable. Sometimes it's even really funny. No 2 playthroughs are going to be the same. It can be tactical at times. It can be brutal at times. It can even just be fun and chill at times. So this is an awesome game if you want to do any of those things. If you like colony managers, specifically RimWorld is definitely the best one out there. Most are probably clones of RimWorld. I've played a lot like it. But for me, it's solid at number 6. And it probably could have went higher, but the other ones I kind of just think I played a little bit more of. Okay, number 5, we have Kingdoms Reborn. This is one that is probably not a lot of people have actually played. It's a city builder. It really took me by surprise. On the surface, it just looks like a Banished style game where you make a small settlement, you slowly expand it, and it kind of does feel like Banished. What sets it apart, though, is there's unique cultures that you can play. There's a card system, which is kind of a twist to how you have to build and how you have to adapt to it. You also get policies that you use your cards with. And then the biggest thing is the multiplayer. It makes it so much more fun to play and trade and just coexist with other player kingdoms. It's a really, really good example of how multiplayer doesn't even have to be a deep system to be fun. Just watching your buddies' village or kingdom come up or fall apart in the same world as you is just really fun. So for me, Kingdoms Reborn makes the list just because it's just a really fun take on the Banished formula. So for me, Kingdoms Reborn is number 5. Okay, at number 4, we have Cities Skylines. And this one is particularly the first one. The second one didn't really expand much on it, on the formula that made the first one so good. But wow, Cities Skyline. I mean, the old SimCity games were fun, but Cities Skylines really took it to a new level and really just kind of usurped the genre. Cities Skylines is a Paradox game, and it totally stole SimCity away. What I love about it is just how much freedom you have. You can lay out neighborhoods and roads and transportation networks and manage traffic flows that always end up clogging no matter what if you're not a good planner like I am. You can play an endless sandbox, hyper-realistic architecture. It's just everything about this game is so fun, and just laying out little neighborhoods or big cities is always a really good time. City Skylines makes the list because it's more than just a city builder. It's really a blank canvas, and you can go for realism or chaos. So for me, I really, really enjoy City Skylines, and for me, it's a solid number 4. All right, number 3, we've got Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Now, this one could have been as high as number 1. This is one of my favorite games ever, actually. It's probably the most hardcore city builder you'll ever play. This is the most complex management city builder out there. A lot of people probably will play this and just say, hey, this is kind of too much. There's too many screens for me. I'm just not into it. You build an entire socialist republic from the ground up, and it demands your full attention. What sets it apart is its depth of economic and logistical systems. You're not just placing buildings and watching numbers go up. You have to design the supply chains, manage the transportation networks, and make sure everything from raw resources to finished goods actually reaches where it needs to go. There's a realism mode in this game, and it is brutal. But this is City Skylines times 10. This is City Skylines plus Factorio. I mean, this is a really, really tough game, but it's also really rewarding when things work well. So Workers and Resources definitely earns its spot to me as my number 3, and it actually could have went higher, but I put it here because I just have a real special place in my heart for the next 2 games. All right, number 2 is Football Manager as a series. Now, lately it's kind of fallen off. I don't think that they made a 25. They're coming out with the 26. I have an ungodly amount of hours playing Football Manager, and this is a real stare at a spreadsheet simulator. I mean, even my friends will joke that it's like working a job. That I come home from work and I start working when I'm playing Football Manager. It's just has so much depth, and this is football as in, if you're American, as in soccer, which I wasn't a big soccer fan to begin with, but after playing this I actually became a little bit of a soccer fan, funny enough. You just really get into it, just the way that you manage your team's finances and get players and play throughout your season is so fun. This is if you've never played this and you like sports management games, even if you don't think you like soccer, this is an awesome game. So for me, it's definitely number 2. I definitely have the most hours on this game of any of these management games, for sure, actually. So for me, this is number 2. And I didn't include 4X managers. This is probably really late in the video to say this. Games like Europa Universalis, I actually have a sick amount of hours in, but this is right behind those games in my hours. So. All right, number 1. This is probably a super dark horse, but Software Inc. A lot of people probably haven't even played it. It's my favorite management sim of all time. I mean, what do you even say? You're going to be building your software company from scratch. You hire your staff, design your office, develop products. On paper, it sounds really simple, but what really makes it is just how flexible you can be. You can make your company focused in hardware, software, 2D art, 3D art. I mean, you can do technology company. You can do so many different things. This game is so good, and it's multiplayer. That's another huge thing. I mean, to me, this is the template of, if you want to make a management game, this is actually a perfect cozy manager. I wouldn't even say cozy because it feels casual. It's, I guess, probably the word I'm looking for is casual. You know, this is the goal. When I'm making Winterreach Emporium, the goal is for it to be like Software Inc. This game is, to me, an absolute masterpiece. I love this game. So Software Inc. takes its spot. It's number 1. It's creativity, it's problem solving, and it's long-term planning, all wrapped into one incredible package. It's super addictive, it's super underrated, and it really gives me that kind of that nostalgia from Game Dev Tycoon back in the day. So that's my number 1. All right, guys, and if you watched the whole video, you're here with me now. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your top 10 is. Check in the description for Winterreach Emporium. Please give us a wish list. Shout out to the team, Large Lad Studios. We've been killing it with the development. And we're going to have a demo here soon and a trailer on the channel. So thanks a lot, guys.